Forget everything that you've been told. Being too good isn't a good thing. Being evil isn't a good thing either. But being too good isn't good. A lot of people believe that if they're nice to everyone, they will be rewarded. Or they feel like there's a higher power that's watching everything. Now, as long as I'm a good person, even to people that I know do not like me, even to people that I know they will try to destroy me any chance that they get. They don't care about my feelings. They don't care about my well-being, but I must be good and I must be kind to these people. Being too good makes people take you for granted. And when people take you for granted, they don't treat you well. And when people do not treat you well, that darkens your spirit. Anger will start to develop in your heart. You're going to find yourself having a lot of demons to deal with because people are not treating you well. Think of a kid that allows other kids to bully them. They allow other kids to get away with anything. How do you think that kid is going to grow up? That kid's going to grow up having a lot of mental issues. Anxiety, depression, paranoia. They won't really be able to function properly in society because they allowed other kids to mistreat them and get away with it when they were young. They were too good for this realm. It's like if you were in prison. You think being too good in prison is actually a good thing? Other prisons are going to take advantage of your weak ass. Like, that's how they're going to look at you, like you're weak. Being good doesn't mean that you're weak, but that's how they're going to perceive you. They're going to look at you like you some, scared little kid. Like, that's how they're going to look at you. Like, yeah, we can do anything to this person and get away with it. People are cruel in this room. People are like, you do not know how evil people are. Like, people are evil and they eat those that they feel are weak alive. Like, if they feel like you're weak, they'll eat you alive. They do not care. It doesn't matter where you go. That's what you must realize. I saw a comment on one of the videos that I published. Well, I was actually talking about this. Published that video yesterday. I was talking about turning heel. I fight everything. I'm turning heel. The comment said, being good might not be good for this world, but it's good for your soul. No, it isn't. It isn't actually good for your soul because you are teaching people to treat you badly, and when people treat you badly, you are gonna have a lot of demons to deal with. What's good for your soul is having a good, positive experience. You see, if people are treating you well, that's actually good for your soul. You don't want to be treated badly by everyone. Like you see the dark side of humanity wherever you go. You see the dark side of humanity. That's not good for your soul. A lot of people who have done horrible things, especially people who you never thought would do horrible things, these are people who have been hurt. All right. There was this case that I was following a couple of months ago. So this guy was dating this lady. He loved her so much, he would do anything for this lady. I think the guy was working as a teacher. He would buy her stuff, give her money, take her out. He wouldn't do a lot for himself. And then that lady cheated on him. Had a baby with the guy that she was cheating with. She left the guy, and then he found another girl. Now, when she got a baby, he treated the baby like the baby was his until she left him. He didn't tell his family that the baby was not his. See how much he loved that lady. So even after they broke up, he still treated that kid like the kid was his, I think, just to protect the lady. And he found another woman, and then that lady came back to his life. It's too good, right? He accepted her. That's what I'm talking about. Like, he accepted the lady. She cheated on him, got a baby with another man, left him, even though he was treating her well, still accepted her back into his life. When he accepted her back, she started sending messages to the girl that he was with, threatening her. And then that lady left him. After she left him, she also left him. See how messed up that is. You know what that nigga did? He ended up unaliving her and unaliving himself. And I got a video on Facebook feeling like he was justified. But when you think deeply about it, he kind of allowed that to happen. So, if people are not treating you well, leave them alone. Even if they are hurt by that, leave them alone, because they are poisoning your soul. You see, you might find that you're a good person, but there's a person in your life, that person is not treating you well. You might think that you allowing them to not treat you well is actually a good thing. No, they are poisoning your soul. It might happen that it gets to a point where you can't take it anymore and you do something evil. You need to be with people who are treating you well, people who are healing you. You need healers in your life. Like, at this point in your life, you need healers. You need things to go your way. You don't need people who are going to make you feel bad. You know what I mean? People who are going to, make you feel like you're not good enough. People who are going to make you feel like you deserve the worst. You need to choose yourself. You need to choose yourself. Like, at this point, because I believe that if you're watching my videos, you've actually been through a lot. Like, there's a lot of things that you understand because of what you've been through. So you need to choose yourself. A lot of people who used to be good, who used to be kind, because they live in a world that's truly cruel, and they didn't know how to stand up for themselves, they ended up doing horrible things. And even if you don't end up doing horrible things, if people manage to poison your soul, that poison might actually destroy your soul, and might take a long time for you to actually recover. You grow up, you're still dealing with some shit that some kid did in grade 2 because you didn't stand up for yourself. Because you were afraid to turn heel, right? And that made other kids think, oh, we can mistreat this kid and get away with it. So you find that now you're being bullied by different kids, and they're poisoning your soul. You know, you're a laughing stock. Now no one is taking you seriously, and you grow up with a broken soul, right? You feel like that's how you deserve to be treated, the way that everyone has been treating you. You go to high school, you're allowing people to treat you the way that, you know, those kids treated you. You know, you get older, you get a job. You know, you allow your coworkers to treat you the way that those kids treated you, because you believe deep down that that's how you deserve to be treated. You know what I mean? When I say being too good isn't a good thing, I know what I'm talking about. You might think, hey, that's a good thing, like there's someone who's watching you and they're proud, you know? These humans are eating you alive and they're watching you and they're proud. Like, yeah, this person, no, maybe whoever you think is watching you is not even proud. They look at you like, what the fuck? How do you allow people to get away with all of that? You know, maybe your spirit guides are watching you, they're very disappointed. Maybe other spirit guides are laughing at your spirit guide. But like, what the fuck? What an asshole. No, they won't even look at you like an asshole. They're like, what a wimp. You know, that's how they're gonna look at you. Like, no, you need to stand up for yourself, man. Let people say what they want to say. You need to stand up for yourself. It is very, very important. Stop thinking that this world is good. This is a hell realm. And people do not give a shit, alright? You must realize that people don't really care. Yeah, they're good at pretending as if they care, but trust me, they don't care. If you don't stand up for yourself, you will suffer like crazy while people are laughing at you behind closed doors. I'm telling you, you need to stand up for yourself. If you are in a relationship right now where you're being treated like shit, leave. You're gonna heal. I'm telling you, you will heal. It's not like, listen, sometimes you need to do the hard thing to improve your life or to feel better, you know. Someone said if you're in a wrong train, you need to get off as soon as possible. Just the longer you stay on that train, the more expensive it will be for you to, you know what I mean. So your friendships, if you feel like your friends ain't treating you well, they gotta go. Your family not treating you well, they gotta go. You don't need that kind of energy in your life right now. You don't need people who are not making you feel good. All right? This world is poisoning our souls. That's the purpose of this, was poison your soul, is to turn you into something very, very weak and evil, something that can be controlled by this realm. You know what I mean? Like, when you're very weak and evil and defeated, you are very easy to control, you see. But when you feel strong, when you feel like you can stand up for yourself, when you know when to say fuck you, this world can't really fuck with you. You gotta stand up for yourself, I'm telling you. You know, that's gonna help you a lot. These days I have dreams where I wake up from these dreams and feel proud of myself. You know, sometimes I have a dream where, there's a fight that's about, to break out. And I'm like, okay, what do? Do I run? Or do I fight? Stand and fight. Then I wake up and be like, yeah, because you also have to teach your soul, right? I've been telling you that I believe we're eternal, so you also have to teach your soul to be strong, right? You also have to teach your soul to be a warrior, because you don't know what you're going to deal with after this. So if you're busy allowing people to mistreat you, take advantage of you, to lie to you, take you for granted, what do you think is going to happen in your next life? What sort of things do you think you'll be dealing with in your next life, and how will it be? I've seen a lot of good people suffer in this room. I'll feel sorry for them. And I'll be able to see how they'll be able to, make things better for themselves. But they're scared. You see that no, this person can stand up for themselves and they can change things. They just need to be brave. They shouldn't be afraid to be alone. They shouldn't be afraid to lose the people who are in their lives. They will thank themselves later. If it means you have to move to a new environment where you won't allow anyone to get away with anything, good. Move to a new environment. Become a different person. If you end up going back to where you are now, where everyone is taking you for granted, chances are they won't be able to take you for granted anymore, because you will have trained yourself to stand up for yourself. Because people are not what you think they are. If you allow them, they will eat you alive, and they're not gonna feel sorry for you. See, if you have a good heart, you tend to project. You think that everyone has a good heart, right? You want to see good in everyone. Yeah, everyone has a good heart. A human being will never be this cruel. A human being, no. Motherfuckers are cruel, bro. This reminds me of this other episode of South Park. I think it's called Rainforest. So this lady went to South Park Elementary and took grade 4 learners to the rainforest. They didn't want to go to the rainforest. They knew that would suck, but they had to. This lady felt like, we must protect the rainforest, right? The rainforest is good. The rainforest is beautiful. Well, they got it. I'm not saying we shouldn't protect the rainforest, by the way, but I'm just giving you an example. So while they were there, they kept on getting attacked by wild animals. Get attacked by snakes, by animals they don't even know. But she kept on saying, "Yo, we must protect the rainforest. We must protect the rainforest." But their lives were at risk until they got kidnapped by this other, short, humanoid creatures, and they started to abuse them. And after that, she was like, "Fuck the rainforest." And she realized that she was projecting her own goodness onto the rainforest. Like, yeah, it is, the rainforest is good. Like, nah, it isn't. You gotta know that sometimes you shouldn't be nice. Yes, there are people that you should be nice to. There are people who are in your life who are bringing positive change in your life, who are treating you the way that you believe you should be treated. You must be good to these people. Doesn't mean that you must be an asshole. Doesn't mean that you must be selfish. No, be good to the people who are good to you. That's actually a good thing, because you will actually become a better person. You see, You'll actually become a better person when you treat people who are treating you well. But you do not become a better person if you are treating those who are not treating you well. And you're not even doing them a favor. You might think you're doing them a favor. No, you're not. You're not doing people a favor by allowing them to get away with mistreating you. Some people need to be taught a lesson. They need to know that there's consequences to their actions. If you allow people to get away with mistreating you, they'll continue to mistreat others. So you see, you're not doing them a favor. You're not being a hero in that situation. You are actually part of the problem. Like, oh, it's okay to mistreat me. It's okay to shout at me, At work, your boss shouts at you. It's okay. You can shout at me all you want. Your boys get used to shouting at you. Now your boss is shouting to everyone else. And what I've realized about people who allow the people that they work with to mistreat them, when they go back home, they mistreat their family, If you're living with your mom, you mistreat your mom. Living with your siblings, you mistreat them because, well, you can. If you're living with your wife, you mistreat her because of how you were treated at work. Your children, you mistreat them because you are angry, but you can't stand up to your boss. You see? Is it being too good destroys you, actually, while you think it's not destroying you, while you think that God is watching you and he's like, yeah, my servant is good. Nah. Whatever God you believe in, he's probably looking at you like, what the fuck? Where did I go wrong when I was creating that motherfucker? Because this is sad. Stand up for yourself. Life is no joke. A lot of humans cannot even be reasoned with. That's another thing that I've realized. A lot of people cannot even be reasoned. You might think that if you communicate with people, like for an example, if your boss is mistreating you and you communicate with the boss, like, yo, look, the way that you're treating me is making me feel this way and that way. It's like your boss is gonna listen and your boss is gonna change. Nah, man. You don't know humans if you think they all know what they're doing. They know that it's destroying you. It's not about explaining shit. It's about teaching them a lesson. They gotta know. They gotta know what they're dealing with. Yes, people do make mistakes, and when people make mistakes, yes, you must explain to them how the mistakes that they've made are affecting you. There are people that can be reasoned with in this realm, but most people cannot be reasoned with. So don't even, like, when it comes to them, you should also not be reasoned with. Sometimes people respect you when they see that you are capable of being bad. In some situations, you just need to leave people alone. You gotta know. You gotta know that you don't need them. You're good even on your own. On this channel, I'm not preaching love and light. This is about truth. This is about you protecting your energy. That is really, really important. You're gonna need your energy. The love and light agenda will keep you in a state of oblivion. Like you won't see the true nature of this realm, right? Like when you see things happening, you just be like love and light, this and that. Like you won't be able to see things as they really are. We've been told since we were young that we must learn to be good, we must learn to be kind, and it got to a point where we felt like there is something to be gained when you're good, when you're kind. We're not doing ourselves a favor by being super good and super kind. And we're not even evolving. You think that your soul is evolving because you're super good and you're super kind. You know, you think you are here to learn to be kind? Like in this room? How the heck do you learn to be kind here? Think about it. You think you're being tested? You're not being tested. You know why? You were born without your memories. So who are they really testing? Because you are your memories, right? You are your experiences. If they wipe off my memory, think about it. Like we gotta think rationally here. Like I've been telling you that the only way to get to the truth is through philosophy. So if they wipe off my memories completely now, I don't know anything. I don't know my name. I don't know the name that they gave me. I don't know. I can't even speak any language. I don't know what anything is. And then someone took a gun and then they shot at someone and then they gave me a gun. What do you think I would do? If I unalive a person, would you blame me? Like, yeah, you failed the test. Like, no, dude, I'm not even, like, at that point, I'm a child. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be a child. Like, I wouldn't even be me. So, to test me, I must have learned my lessons and I must remember the lessons that I've learned. So, you're not being tested. Someone might say, no, you are being tested because you do remember the lessons that you've learned. Like, no, I don't. Like, you don't even know what you're supposed to be learning here. You're having a horrible experience. You are on survival mode 24/7. What the heck are you even learning? You're learning to be kind? Really? So you gotta protect your energy. You gotta protect your soul here. Protect your heart. You know, protect your mind. You gotta have a peace of mind. Not having a peace of mind is dangerous. You might find yourself making stupid decisions. End up being a victim your whole life. You could end up in prison. Like you could have a tragic story. I've given you this simple example from the movie Kung Fu Panda, the story of Tai Lung. Tai Lung was a victim and he continued being a victim. Even though we look at him as a villain, like his story is tragic. He was so well trained that he could have used his Kung Fu skills to become someone better. He could have become very successful, but he allowed his victim mindset to corrupt him. Because someone told him that he deserved something. I mean, in this world, people do lead us on, bruh. You know, people can come in your life and lead you on, make you believe that they loved you, make you believe that they are on your side, and then only to change in the end, and that fucks you up. You want to feel like they owe you something. No, they don't. It's time for you to learn to become better from that experience that you've had. You see, someone can come into your life if you're a woman and they promise you marriage while they've been lying to you the whole time. You find that maybe at the time they were just down and they just needed a good person to be with. Maybe they just needed a home, or they just needed a woman with money who's going to take care of them, so they lie to you. And then when they get back on their feet, they betray you, and then they date the people that they love. And you feel like they owe you something. You're like, that person, how can they change? Like, it's unbelievable, and it destroys you, right? It destroys you completely. No. You learn not to be too nice to these NPCs. You learn. And you'll be stronger. You'll come back stronger. Even if it takes a year for you to heal, even if it takes 2 years, even if it takes 10. Healing can be a process, but you still gotta heal. You gotta heal your soul. It's a hell realm. That's what people gotta realize. Most people behave like NPCs, bro. That's why you gotta be careful. Be super, super, super careful. Don't be too trusting. If it means you mustn't trust anyone, that's good. You're protecting your energy. Enlightenment is a solo journey. So look at it that way, right? The enlightenment is a solo journey. You look at your soul the same way that you treat your soul like the same way that you treat treasure. Don't be open to any experience, because when you trust some people, you are opening a door for them to do you dirty, and it will take time for you to recover. That's one of the reasons why I say I'm never getting married. Because if I meet this wonderful lady, this angel, right, bring her into my life, marry her, treat her like a queen. What if one day she decides to betray me? How am I gonna feel? Like, that will poison my soul. Like, do I need to really put myself in a vulnerable place like that, where I can be hurt deeply? Like, you know what I mean? No. If you get hurt by a woman that you are dating, that you've dated for like a month, she's able to hurt you. Imagine if you got married, how much it will hurt if that person betrayed you. Protect your energy. A lot of things are not what you think they are. You'll be surprised. It's a whole room. You shouldn't treat the whole room the same way that you treat heaven. It's not heaven. It's a hell room. You gotta know that. Like I said, hope for the best, but expect the worst. It's a hell room. So expecting the best, that might also poison your soul. Because you keep on expecting good things to happen, but you constantly be disappointed. And that might make you angry. You don't want to be affected deeply by the things that are happening. Yes, the things that will happen to you will affect you, but don't allow these things to affect you deeply that you can't recover. And you are able to protect your energy by learning how to play the game, right? Knowing that it's dangerous to trust too much. Knowing that it's dangerous to allow people to treat you however they want to treat you to get away with mistreating you. You gotta know that that's dangerous. You gotta know that it's dangerous to be too attached to people. Sometimes we are too attached to people. When they decide to leave, because the matrix will always try to get you. When they try to leave, you can't believe that they want to leave. I was having a conversation with someone. This person is going through a breakup. They were telling me how hard it is for them to recover, and I was like, this person that I was talking to is like 22, 23. It's like, yo, man, it feels like that, I've been there before. It feels like that woman is your soulmate, like you'll never find someone better than her. Like, no, trust me, you will, and you won't even believe that you felt the way that you felt about that person after you've recovered. I do not know why, we feel that way when people betray us. We're not supposed to feel that way. It sucks. Because what are we supposed to do when we feel the way? But no, man, leave. Relationships are not supposed to be that hard. In relationships where people are loved, everything is easy, bruh. Everything is easy. You won't have to fight to be loved by someone. He was telling me his story. I was like, no, man. Trust me, you will find a person that's actually going to love you and you'll be surprised. But know that, hey, anyone can turn in this realm. In his matrix. I like what Morpheus said about people in the matrix. Like, anyone can look at everyone as if they are your enemy, even if they're not, because any person can be turned. That's why you cannot trust any. Like, even if now, like, you can see that the people who are in your life are genuine. You don't know. Maybe one day they will change. There are some people who come into your life with good intentions for real. Like, they have good intentions, but they change when we're with you. You can marry someone. They have good intentions. And then after a few years, you have money, and they know that if you die, they're gonna have the money, and they end up unaliving you. Find out they didn't come into your life because they wanted to unalive you, but you're too trusting. Then they got tempted. You know what I mean? So you need to protect your energy. Know how a human being is. Know that. You can never be too trusting. I find it funny when, people be losing their shit after, they get divorced. And be like, come on, man. Like, you don't know how human beings are? You don't know that people change? You don't know that anyone in this matrix can be used to break your spirit? And how are you going to be as a man if you married someone and you loved them, you felt like that person was your soulmate, and that person ends up cheating on you? She ends up cheating on you because she fell in love with someone else, and she wants half your shit, and she's gonna use the money that she gets from you to build another home where she's gonna live with that nigga. Think about it. People put themselves in those kind of situations. Like, you don't know that is possible. Like, nah, man. Protect your energy. I'm telling you, protect your energy. You're not protecting your energy if you put yourself in those kind of situations, because people change. Don't give other people too much power. People change, for real. People change. Doesn't matter how much you love the person that you're with or how much they love you. People do change. I've learned that the hard way in my own journey. People really change, bruh. You can become strangers with people that you used to be close with, that you used to have real deep connection with. People change. Most of us have got to learn that the hard way. So take my advice, And if you're going through something similar to that, protect your energy. Focus on healing. Do not go back. Focus on healing. You'll be fine. You're in a hell realm. Anyone can be used. I'm telling you, this matrix controls people. If you're powerful enough, it won't be easy for the matrix to control you. So it will use other people, to get to you. That is why you shouldn't allow a lot of people to be in your life. Try your best to protect your energy. Be safe. Have secrets. Don't talk to these NPCs about everything. Have some secrets. Some of you used to be very good, like your souls were pure. But because you're in a hell realm, the hell realm corrupted you. The hell realm introduced anger. In your heart. Introduce jealousy, anxiety, all these things that we call mental illnesses. Now you live in fear. Being too nice gets you nowhere, but not only does it not get you nowhere, it also destroys your spirit. It also darkens your soul. It also poisons your soul. Poisons your mind, your heart. A lot of people are damaged because they were nice. Do you know that? There are a lot of people who are damaged because they were nice. You're too nice to these NPCs, and they showed you. You don't always have to be learning some painful lessons. Never met a person who's always learning painful lessons, because they're always making it's like they're naive, right? The matrix is showing them how it is, but it's like they don't believe that the matrix is the way that it is, so they keep on making decisions that are allowing the matrix to bully them. I was talking to this other guy last week. He said that he laid by a computer that cost $80,000 for his girlfriend. I was like, huh? Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't do something nice for your girlfriend, but the guy is not making a lot of money. Like, he wouldn't buy himself that kind of computer, and he buys it. But I didn't criticize him. I was just surprised. It's like, okay, but he's not protecting his energy. If something happens in a relationship and he has done too much for this lady, that is, I'm not saying, look, there's some people in our lives that treat us so well that they deserve everything from us. And let me tell you that. You could meet a woman that really changed your life. A woman that really loves you and she changed your life. Like, she deserves everything from you, bruh. She deserves everything. And even if something happened, in the end, you wouldn't feel bad. You'd be like, no, this woman was there and holding me down. The person that she has become, it's no longer her. Like I've been telling y'all, that we are our memories. Listen, you could date a person now for like maybe 2 years. And then they change after the 2 years. It doesn't mean that the person that they've become is the same person that you were dating. No, it's a different person. So know that people can change. But if you give too much to people who are giving you too little, if the relationship ends, it's gonna be much harder for you to heal than it will be for them to heal. That's what you must realize. So try to match their energy. Try to match their energy. It's important that you also learn how to protect yourself in this matrix. It's good sometimes that I make videos, about protecting yourself in this hell realm. Protecting yourself against other people. Protecting yourself against poverty. Like, if there are ways to make money, we should also make videos about that. Easy ways to make money. All of that is important. Because this hell realm will bully your ass like crazy, bro. So it's good that you are as safe as possible while you learn to escape, while you become stronger, while you try to figure out what this really is. If you have some superpowers, you need to discover your superpowers while you're still here. If there are things that can be known, you get to know these things while you're still here. If there's things that needs to be understood, you understand these things while you're still here. Let's keep on fighting. Let's keep on evolving. Otherwise, the hell realm will show us flames. Someone told me that they like it when I record video at night. I think it's good that I record videos in different places at different times. Sometimes I record a video at night, sometimes I record a video in the morning, sometimes I record a video during the day, sometimes I record a video when it's raining, when it's cold, when there's loud outside, when there's not loud. I think that's good. Sometimes I record a video indoors, sometimes I do, my walk and talk videos. And what I like is that the energy isn't the same, right? Like when I'm doing my walk and talk videos, I'm not that deep. I'm just talking. Like sometimes some people connect with me more when I'm not that deep. When I'm indoors, I will be that deep. When I'm sitting down and the camera is not even facing me, I will be that deep, because I don't have to focus on the camera. I don't have to focus on anything. I just have to think. So I will be that deep. So I'm able to speak the truth on different levels, right? I'm able to speak truth deeply. I'm able to speak truth in ways that everyone can just understand. Like just speak basic truth. There's so much to learn in this whole room, man. There's so much to understand. So keep your eyes open. Pay attention. Make sure that you're being strong the whole time, When you make decisions, make sure that you are being strong. When you allow the whole room to bully you, it makes you weaker. And it's able to control you when you are weaker. Thank you all, guys.